是我们的城市，需要现场所有球迷以及雄心朋友一起来守护。今天我们需要各位的热情，陪着我们钢铁人一起捍卫主场。 接下来，让我听到现场的雄心球迷朋友，你们热情的尖叫声，让我们欢迎各位期待已久的钢铁女神雅典娜。
Lapis.
준비됐어 in my black 가득 채워놓은 쿵쿵 저기 높은 곳을 향해 도준해 자 방아쇠를 당겨 shoot back 다섯 가지 새까맣지 flower 보석처럼 빛나 like a diamond 감히 피하는 일 따윈 절대 못해 네 가슴에 꽂혀 back person sexual on fire feeling desire 감춰왔던 지난 시간 get up light up 잠든 이 맘을 깨워 저 끝이 없는 하늘 위로 날 데려가 라타타 라타타 자 빵야 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 그냥 네 맘대로 전부 놀랄 거라 작전된 인샷 라타라타라타라 라타타 라타타 Baby your passion ambition 난 보란 듯이 Look at that 온몸으로 느끼는 내 몸짓 Baby got drip 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 Baby got drip 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 가끔 쓰러진 데도 I'm wishing as bright as diamonds say my name 다시 일어나 Now watch me do it all again Baby got drip You know we got that drip Got the drip yeah
把你对雅典娜的热情用掌声完全释放！再次谢谢我们最天真、可爱、动人的雅典娜女神为我们带来精彩的开场演出。在看完了宇宙人以及雅典娜女神的精彩开场表演结束之后，紧接着为各位介绍今天的主角要来登场，为您来介绍本场次对战两支球队登陆球员名单。首先为您介绍今年来访客队桃园璞园领航员登陆球员，球衣背号1号 Number 1丁恩迪，球衣背号3号陈立生 ，Number 6 6号关达佑 ，Number 7 7号乔楚瑜，球衣背号10号林子伟 ，Number 12 12号李家康。球衣背号42号吉尔连 Boy 布伊德，桃园璞园领航员本场次 Starting by 先报人 Number 21 21号 Ali Brown，Number 24球衣背号24号 Trevion Grant，Number 25 25号林正 ，Number 30 30号白耀成，以及球衣背号69号卢俊祥。我 您介绍桃园璞园领航员 Head Coach 总教练卡米诺斯，助理教练及球员发展总监杨怡峰，助理教练黄启峰、陈世杰、唐伟杰、柯焕文。Now let's go Steelers！
高雄，这里是这里是我们的家，我们的土地。无论风雨多大，这片土地还是勇敢面对挑战。
我们的目标不只是胜利，而是为这座城市燃起希望的火光。
年轻的我们不畏挑战，拼出希望，打出精彩。
用双手去锻造，用坚持去塑造，成为高雄的钢铁人。
We won't stop practicing until we're stars.
星星之火可以燎原。
星星燎原，最年轻的队伍要拼出最感动的希望。高雄钢铁人登陆球员名单。首先为各位介绍，拥有10万伏特超节快手，年轻的腿，马力十足的皮卡伦。那么13号高伟伦。潜力新星，斗志高昂，钢铁人团宠朝向胜利的 X 因子 ，Number 9吹背号9号庄朝胜。用勤奋自律在场上翱翔，就是要心想事成。最有斗心的林德德，Number 8吹背号8号林心祥。拥有强势进攻到篮下苦攻的全能身手，樱木花道 Number 7， 吹背号7号刘彦廷。钢铁李长伯啊，上下防守，踢球的手，咻了下，吹背号77号朱玉金。为您介绍赛德克战将用积极与速度要来征服全场，钢铁法拉利 Number 3刘承彦。年度新人王重型机车新手驾驶，但师傅邀请对手吃火锅 Number 35， 吹背号35号 Ollie Daniel。勇气刺在身上，不止包手，誓言也要把胜利打包带走。钢铁人练球狂人 Number 4李威霆。不会对抗与碰撞，更拥有绝佳的投篮手感，中距离杀手 Number 11吹背号11号Joshua Price。Revive 高雄钢铁人 Today Starting 5。为您介绍钢铁人先发5人。攻守全面的进攻万花筒，体能劲爆的人体直升机，升空港都 Number 42， 全标42号王开玉。拥有关键时刻的3分炮，钢铁人的颜值担当，学霸射手 Number 37， 全背号37号Marker。Quarter 马克思。 见作战攻守兼备，非洲巨塔弟弟喽 ，Number 32 32号 Jordi Termanga 乔迪。 拥有华丽球风大三元制造机出神入化的钢铁魔术师 ，Number 1全背号1号 Isaiah Briscoe。现场球迷朋友，准备好您的尖叫声，浴火重生，胆识过人，没有极限，能切能投更能飞的钢铁一哥 ，Number 23。 23号陈范博彦，接着为您介绍高雄钢铁人 Head Coach 总教练邱大中，助理教练刘文和，个人技巧教练兼翻译林冠军，体能训练师邱国章，管理沈秋展，助理管理林君毅，防务员黄玉俊，助理防务员包金星，以及总经理方永喜。 当然，我们场中间一起来为各位介绍，要陪伴着钢铁人并肩作战，捍卫每一次主场胜利。我们球衣背号65号艾恩，一样掌声送给我们的技巧。欢迎我们高雄钢铁人所有球员最后跑人热身练习，同时我们场边场中间也要来欢迎我们今年度再度回归高雄钢铁人的 MC 暴龙以及我们的应援团长 Morris 要来进行场边的应援教学，一起掌声送给暴龙以及 Morris。
谢谢我们的恭喜 DJ 刘老师。好的，各位现场朋友，哇！ 很熟悉、很完美的感觉，在这位场上呢，要带着我们所有的雄心以及球迷朋友来做应援上的教学。好，那在做应援教学之前呢，我们要非常感谢我们所有到场支持我们的所有球迷朋友，还要感谢今天到场支持为钢铁人加油打气的与会贵宾。这边呢，让我来为介绍我们今天现场的贵宾们。首先呢，要先为各位介绍的是，这次呢。 我们场馆营运大力支持以及进场成就呢，我们高雄流行音乐中心一场室内篮球赛的高雄流行音乐中心执行长丁杜兰丁执行长，掌声鼓励鼓励。这是一场运动与文化结合的一场赛事，有文化呢也有运动，所以呢也特别邀请到我们感谢运发局热情的支持，来推广我们此次的赛事的进行。那么掌声欢迎运动发展局局长侯朱尧侯局长，掌声鼓励。那另外呢也要欢迎我们的高雄市议会我们的蔡金燕蔡议员，掌声鼓励鼓励，以及我们高雄市黄香淑黄议员。 另外呢，要特别欢迎我们的 P.LEAGUE 联盟的副会长陈建忠黑哥。好，非常感谢以上所有贵宾呢来到现场，我们高雄流行音乐中心海音馆来为我们钢铁人加油打气。加油打气的话，毕竟要有应援教学。没错，因为呢，在整个赛事过程当中，球迷的应援呢，加油声是最不可或缺的。今天要赢球。 球迷的声音不能少，不可或缺。没错，所以呢，我们现在呢，要先看看我们球迷朋友进场的时候，是不是拿到我们的折扇？请秀出你的折扇，让我看看一下好不好？来，再举高一点，挥动你的折扇给我看一下，让现场有点凉，可以吗？好 ，OK。这个我们海音馆的场馆比较大，是我们之前呢在凤山体育馆的时候，那个声音呢会比较集中哦，但是会比较大。我要看看我们的球迷的热情够不够。没问题。那在这之前呢，我要请所有球迷朋友将双手举高，借给我好不好？然后先让我听听看你们用力拍打折扇的声音，给我你的声音。OK， 这个声音还不错哦。哎呦。 我们艾赛亚还蛮激动的哦，相信他今天也非常的热情哦。好，那我们开始做应援教学了，没问题。我们今天呢会有2个进攻的教学以及2个防守的教学。是。然后首先我们先教第一个进攻， 第一个进攻呢是 Let's Go 高雄 ，Let's Go 棒棒。
OK，
好，我们试一次哦，音乐放下去，相信雄心们都非常的熟悉了。
老师请下。
来，
Let's go 高雄 Let's go
棒棒，双手举高，
Let's go，
Let's go 高雄 Let's go 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 Let's go 高雄 Let's go
好，非常不错，大家都非常的自动自发。
对，我们有2次 Let's go， 所以不是 Let's go 高雄，是 Let's go 高雄 Let's go。
没错，要听完再拍拍。
没错。
好，接下来呢是我们高雄钢铁人，这个比较不一样。
是
我们这次高雄钢铁人完之后才拍手。
是。
现在呢是会音乐先下，然后再讲到高雄钢铁人一次拍4下手。
一次4下手。
好，我们听音乐来试一次哦。哦，前面的音乐还没有。
欢迎来高雄。
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, seniors and youth. A very special new venue in the Plus League history books. We're at the Kaohsiung Music Center, Pauian, for the first home games of the Kaohsiung Steelers 24-25 basketball season. Welcome inside the arena. The away team to christen this new venue are the Pauian Pilots, #1 in the Plus League standings, against the Kaohsiung Steelers. Only played 2 games so far and are still looking for their first victory. The Pilots were able to retain the top spot in the standings with a win last Sunday at the Ghost Hawks Chunggong University, while the Braves set themselves to be second until they play again next week. The Ghost Hawks will be playing the Steelers tomorrow. On their Mandarin broadcast is on the left Zhang Rongxue and on the right Cai Qingjing. 球迷朋友们，你找到官方的英文转播，要听 龙轩跟情景的讲评，当然就按到中文的转播链接。谢谢你的收看，记得我们 Plus League 的转播都要帮我们按赞。Pre-game, it was 宇宙人 the Cosmos People for a 4-song set at this music purpose-built venue, but the Steelers taking advantage of a opening in the schedule to get themselves in for a very special opening weekend of basketball. They are happy to not be facing the Taipei Fubon Braves as per tradition. They were no match to the Braves on opening Sunday. Then back at Heping on the first midweek game on November 12th, they had a 26-point lead towards the end of the first quarter and even a 16-point lead before the last quarter. and dropped the game anyways. Meanwhile, the Pilots rebounded after their first loss of the season to the Braves by defeating the Ghost Hawks last Sunday. Jared Jones' return to action means they are only one man short, being a full squad. Pre-game, it was Cho Da-zong asked about this team's preparations and how a young squad to overcome the early season challenges.
这次在海鹰馆这么高傲、这么华丽、这么耀眼的一个场地啊，我们很兴奋。那球员也催化了球员争取赢球的那股企图心，很强旺、很强盛。啊，我也期许我们今天可以顺利拿下这场比赛。作为一个年轻的球队，每一节把球打好。有的时候球赛走得比较顺利、比较有优势的时候呢，心里还要做好困难的准备，不至于呢对手追分上来。富邦是一个很强的球队，是一个很强劲的球队，他追分上来也是属于很正常的一件事。啊，那场球呢，我们犯了一个很大的毛病，就是当对手追分上来的时候呢，我们心态上跟情绪上起了变化，大家呢更陷入这种比较不专心的在攻跟防。这个也是我们要学习的，怎么有优势的时候呢，掌握好，实现，把握住赢球的机会。
Cho Da-zong, the head coach for a second season now, saying that they've indeed been preparing for a while, having the Asia Cup qualifiers 2 weeks off and last week not playing in Tainan. Very excited to play in such a noble, fancy venue, encouraging the team get out there and win. And as for playing the Braves, they needed to have the mental preparedness and focus even to when leading the game. But the Braves are good, will close the gap, and they need to keep up that focus. In the history of Steelers home openers, they are 0-3. 2 of those games against the Pauian Pilots, including, if I remember correctly, an overtime loss last season. Interesting enough, the historical matchup between these two teams is actually a reverse split. When it comes to home and away, Pilots overall 12 wins, 9 losses. One of those regular season games canceled due to COVID-19. Pilots at Fongsan Stadium, 7 wins, 3 losses. Meanwhile, the Steelers at the Pilots Arena, 9 wins, 2 losses. Last season, the Pilots 6 wins, 2 losses against the Steelers, but it was the closest average margin of only 5.9 points per game. On the other side, for the Pilots, it's Tsinghua University alum Amdi Mustafa Dieng made his comeback.
Yeah, I've been playing like 2 P.LEAGUE games, so I mean, I feel pretty good. Like when I'm on the court, I don't even think about like, you know, the past, the injuries or whatever, you know. So I just try to do what the coach asked me to do on the court. Like, but about like playing time and stuff like that, I'm not worried about that because I know like it will come with the time. As long as you are on the court and you get better, the coach will get you playing time. So it doesn't matter to me like 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. As long as I'm on the court, I will go 100%. Yeah, I think that's my spirit right now. My current role on the team right now, like, is just like, even in university, I was a defensive guy. I've never been like a really, you know, offensive guy. So right now, I'm just trying to impact more on defense, like trying to guard the other team's import, like guard him like without him getting like points. So like that's what I'm doing when I'm on the court, like, and like try to get the rebounds, block shots, stuff like, and run the court. You know, that's my job. Like that's what I can do.
Couple of notes about the venue. The full name is the Haiyang Wenhua Ji Liuxing Yingyue Zhongxing, and shortened to Haiyingguan. The first concert was March 27th of 2021, the last being last month, November 16th, where the British pop group Take That was in the building. And we learned that the Cosmos People actually was the first rehearsal concert when this place opened up. Time to introduce the officials for tonight. It's Wang Lichang, Hong Youyu, and Chen Zhaoying. As for the starters, the Pilots We'll be going with Alec Brown, number 25 Lington, Taoyuan Graham, Ethan Pauian, and Justin Lu Zhuxiang. The Steelers, same starting lineup as the first 2 games of the season. Jordi Chimanga, Pauian, Marcus Quirk, Isaiah Briscoe running point, and number 42 Kevin Wang Kai-yu, another Zhenzi University alum.
Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all.
Ceremonial tip. Director of the Kaohsiung City Government Sports Development Department.
等会听到我喊1、2、3的时候，请帮我进行开球仪式。1、2、3，请开球，将球往上丢就可以了。好，1、2、3，请开球。再次掌声，谢谢局长，谢谢。
比赛要来正式展开第1节的比赛 ，First Quarter。各位熟悉的音乐代表的高雄要来钢铁人准备出发第1节赛事。
And we're ready to go. The Steelers in a white jersey and the Pilots in their orange pinstripes. The Pilots are a team that's been rolling this season. Plus 11.86 per game. That includes 5+ league games and 2 East Asia Super League games. Only 1 loss by 3 points after being down as much as 22. Taoyuan Graham taking Chen Pauian for the first 2 points of the game. Pilots, every single victory this basketball season has been by double digits. Steelers on offense. Orange set as Chimanga looking for a pass option. It's an awkward entry pass for Briscoe at the post, and he rails the turnaround jump shot. Isaiah Briscoe, number 1 in the league in minutes played per game, 40.4, and number 1 in usage, 32.1%. His second shot rattles in. Graham returning to be a Pilot once again after last year's finals run. Averaging 17.4 points a game, and there's the first defensive rebound as Ethan pushes it ahead. The Pilots have mismatches in places as the Steelers switch off. Marcus Quirk now applying some pressure against Alec Brown. One dribble pull-up was a brick. Alec Brown really was the key for the Pilots opening up their offense last week against the Ghost Hawks. Briscoe with a little bit of daylight as Chimanga was hit on the catch. Alec Brown, player who committed the foul, leads the plus league this season in block shots, 2.8 per game. Chimanga putting in the work at the line, only averaging 4 points in about 30 minutes of action in the first 2 games of the season, as slicing through the middle and laying it in over the help defenders, Ethan. Pauian had 11 rebounds as Marcus Quirk stays hot from the outside. As a rookie, trusted with that starting power forward role as Linton gets to the cup and he's fouled and one. This 5 on the floor for the Pilots is their most often used, most minutes played lineup. One change that they could make to go smaller is to bring Lee Jiakang in and Travion Graham at the power forward. But if Linton can take up more of these minutes, really gives Ryu Caminos, the head coach of the Pilots, more flexibility as the bonus is missed. As I was saying, Ethan grabbed so many rebounds in his first East Asia Super League game in Korea that he got listed at forward with 2 other guards also on the list for Player of the Month or Team of the Month selection. Now we know that Justin Wuchushang is also amongst the high-ranking players to be voted on for this month, having the Pilots having a victory in Manila. Brown makes the corner jumper and expanded to a 11-7 lead for the Pilots. Manga out of position, but Briscoe wants to go at Lington. Pick over to Chen as they scramble for the board. Shimanga hit, and a foul is called as Brown got a clean block on the backside. Move along with the team statistics, player statistics, and a lot of other statistics. PLeagueofficial.com/game/607. I will admit you are literally looking at the same page I am for basketball stats, but proud to say that the Plus League's partnered with Preciser for some of the advanced stats, as looks like Chimanga free throw violation, chasing his own miss. Score table getting the attention of the referee. You're applying a little pressure on Ethan. Possibly for Brown. He's got the size advantage over Briscoe, but gave us his dribble. Ethan, shot fake, now going to the pull-up, and good. Ethan averaging almost 10 points per game, and throwing 5 dimes per game. This match has a nice slip back door by Chen. Briscoe with the dime. And another 3-point play the old-fashioned way. Fan, last year a member of the Taipei Fulham Braves, has been the local star for the Steelers, applying pressure to Travion as a whistle comes. Got sandwiched there by 2 Steelers. Fan averaging 18 points through 2 games. He and Marcus Quirk, a dynamic duo at forward. Briscoe coming in to help. I'm going to double check who that foul is on. Travion leaves the first one short. Stephen and Marcus combined for 37 and 34 points in the first 2 games, and the 2-game performances by those 2 gentlemen are so impressive because historically there's only been 6 occurrences in the Plus League. As Briscoe, kind of a slip of the leg, Chimanga from the top glances off. Another chance for the Steelers. Still move, no call. As Quirk somehow finds the angle and scores on Alec Brown. Close the gap to 1 point. Of local players who average in double digits, back to Brown and picking top, easy make for him. And a includes actually 2 Steelers duos who no longer with the team. Has a quick counter and a little bit of a slippage under the basket. No substitution yet, and Justin, one of his rare touches. Ethan going baseline, cut off. Travion, the hammer action. Down to 3. Just like that, the Pilots a 3-for-3 start from beyond the arc. And they switch. And Chimango wails a left-handed hook shot as Quirk rebound and to take a little inventory. Briscoe initially stopped, but pull up short as here come the Pilots with pace. Two-head as Justin takes the contact, can't as Malik Brown tips it back in. Pilots creating some separation. So local scores of double digits. Season 2's Captain Lou, Lou 16.3 plus Taoyuan 13 points. That was the Steelers' first season. An expansion team just like the Kings, who last season had Yang Jingming, Davis, and Li Kaiyan scoring double digits. Remember that Kings team won a lot of games with only Thomas Walsh as their lone import, and even had a couple of games with no imports. We'll go through the rest of the list and, of course, focus on the basketball after these following messages. Pilots up early against the Steelers.
那现在呢，大家看一下大荧幕，如果看到我们 PK， 只要跟着我们陈范比出一样的动作。我最后一个丢后面，我等下再过来一次，好不好？好，来，这是我们的女生们，在哪里？好，来，那我们其他的球迷朋友呢？
跟着我们陈范一起比出手机
了，请看前方的大荧幕，照到你了。来，这位帅哥，很专心看手机。我们女生来跟我们陈范比出一样的动作，一只手比2，一手比4，非常好，谢谢这位美女。来，还有，感谢你们拍到你们的，没错，不用太惊讶。
你们3个不要顾拍照啊，要比呀。
对，要比动作，比动作。来，女生们是2跟4哦，2跟4哦。OK， 这位帅哥，没错，比得很好，谢谢你们。
Welcome back to the broadcast here at the Kaohsiung Music Center.
非常好，感谢你们进场来支持我们高雄钢铁人。
The first time the Steelers are not playing a home game at Fengshan Stadium across town.
对，你们刚比错了，没错，就是2跟4。好，谢谢我们女生们。
55 games, they were only at 20 wins and 35 losses. And hoping a change of venue will help. We know that Fengshan Stadium has been due for renovations for a number of years, even after it was renovated before the Steelers moved in for the first time. Pilots with the basketball. No substitutions for either team. We play 12-minute quarters as Justin takes his first shot right to Travion, taking the bump and laying it in gently. Interesting that the Pilots were switching every single Briscoe ball screen, and now they have him off ball until catch at the wing. Facing Graham, rising and firing off target. What a special occasion. The Steelers got one of their more popular MCs, Rex, back in the building. Did a great job as you see the swipe and the foul. Andy and Julian Boyd will enter together. As mentioned, Andy suffered an injury last November. He's been out until the last weekend's action in Tainan. The Pilots continue to increase their lead. Talk about facing different teams. The Steelers in their first game against the Braves, a 1-point margin as that's off target. A scramble for the rebound. It's going to stay with the Steelers as Justin wants a replay. But in the second game, the Steelers poured in 41 against the Braves 18 to open that game up. Vinos not all that excited about the officiating or challenge situation, as referees need to get on the same page. Will be changed to Pilots basketball, as it looked like almost the entire Pilots coaching staff by the scorers table. It, rolling into the basket, pass behind him, forced into a tough shot and a jump ball. So, if it were an inverted block and catch, Boyd wouldn't be called for traveling. You see Shimaga swiped down just a little bit, but the ball did not come loose, and so you can understand the call, although I'm sure the Pilots would argue, why didn't we have a play on Ollie Daniels in at the Steelers size up a little bit. A little bit of a deflection as the prayer alley-oop thrown to the basket doesn't connect. Justin fakes right, goes left, tries to dish a pass off as it bounces off a Steeler out of bounds. Credit to Jordy for helping out, right timing, strong presence. Coming in to replace him is the 6'9" Price. Right under the basket, Travion. A little lay-in. Justin, #1 in the league in non-import scoring, as off the ball there's a foul. Amdi versus Daniel. Daniel from Sixing University in Taipei City. Two of them might have sparred a little bit at the collegiate level. Two very prestigious collegiate programs. Briscoe splits the double team, and it takes on Julian Boyd for a very impressive score. To the basket and in. Boyd had last week off as Jared Jones made his return from injury. Played a little in the preseason, that's where we got introduced. With some separation, Briscoe counters. Through the middle, in the painted area, dishing a pass off, and a good fight by Caillou to cause a deflection. Initially, the split of the double team by Briscoe, and then the deep three, Amdi giving him way too much space. both, but no, as Daniel secures the board. The early goings, Briscoe #1 in the league with 28 points per game. Coming down the Chen. He's got the mismatch as they swing it this way. Got rid of one man, going to the cup and hit. As Isaiah will have to earn it from the line. Giving him all the leeway as you see the body contact by Justin. Travion Graham to #12, Jackie Lee Jiakong. Here you're going with a different, he hopes, Briscoe stopper. One thing about the Steelers is they don't get a lot of free throws as a team, except Isaiah Briscoe. Easy counter by Justin, swinging up there for a miss and juggling it out of bounds. Screen by Ollie Daniel. Daniel, just 2 games, fouling, or just 1 game, excuse me, 4 times in 15 minutes of play. Justin's got Price on him, asked for a clear out. Julian Boyd can go to work on Chen. Getting baseline and too easy. No help came. Price getting a touch. The jumper, no. But Daniel tied a 18-footer. Maybe should have thought better of that attempt. Again, Quirk came out of Wu University as Killer Guan Dayo gets situated on the floor. He's open from the corner, putting it on the deck as he had options. Chen fakes the pass, goes with the left hand, airballs it, but look who's there, Amdi for the putback. Steelers initial good defense. Off the switch, from the left side and off. That is the second-year player, Liu Chenyan, as Boyd dishing it out. Yes! On the right side, and that is a 38-piece by the Pilots in his opening quarter. Spreading things out wide. Briscoe's got Chen on him. Boyd 2 feet in the paint to provide support as he shoots the 3 and a bad foul. Well, the Pilots coaching staff not happy about the no call on a 3 on the other side. Out of National Sports University. Averaged 13 points and 4.6 assists. At the line is Isaiah Briscoe. Now with 8 points on the night. Also has 3 assists. I was going to start before that. He is pretty much the only Steeler that can really create a lot of opponents' fouls. So far, only a 1 for 5 at the free throw line. 2 seconds left in the quarter. Lisa crashing and not getting a shot off. The first quarter is now in the books. 38-21. Pilots off to a good start.
以及我们雅典娜女神手上的一些小礼物要送给大家，那么团长以及女神听到你们热情的呐喊声，
向海外方手举起来！
来，想要礼物的朋友在哪里？1楼也有女神们哦，那个不够大声的不要给他们哈，不够大声的，我们要听到热情的声音好不好？来，楼上冰冰角角的，虽然人数比较稀少，但是你们声音还是要喊出来好吗？好，我们没有忘记最上面的朋友，我们女神已经往上走了。哎，有听到吗？不够大声，对不对？不够大声，再大声一点。好，非常感谢我们女神以及音乐团团长。那同我们团长呢，一样会在我们观众席这边，带着所有雄亲以及小朋友以及议员加油！再次掌声送给我们的团长以及女神们。
第二节来开赛之前，再次为钢铁人来呼喊加油！暂时的落后，只要有信心，一定可以逆转。一起来，钢铁人加油！钢铁人！
Welcome back to the broadcast. Your likes on the YouTube live stream are appreciated. A very special occasion as the Kaohsiung Steelers able to book the Kaohsiung Music Center. The Pilots are the ones off to a great start. 38-21 is the score. Pilots 15 for 22 from the field. Jackie getting space and too easy, getting right by Isaiah Briscoe and fouled on his way to the hoop. Come from behind and a hit in the face as well. Can't do that to Jackie. Nickname or how would you translate that? Basically, what amounts to a little prince. Number 4, former King Li Wei-ting is in. Finding his way to the basket and missing as the Pilots start a break. Taliesin will turn it around. Killer Guandayo in space, down low to Jackie. A little bit too much on the bounce as the Steelers have themselves a takeaway. Nice tough jumper off the bounce into Julian Boyd's face. Bryce, the latest member to the Steelers, didn't even play with them in the preseason. Too much help as down low Julian Boyd's got himself a jam. Steelers sent almost 3 people on the ball screen there. Put himself 7 points in the early goings. Briscoe, shot fake, now spins. Fancy move by Taoyuan. No good with the shot as referee will say it will stay with the Steelers. Get another look at Li Weiting coming off of Chen set. Last year in college, averaged about 31% beyond the arc, so not an immense shooting threat. About average as Price, no good. Jackie ran into Daniel and ball out of bounds off of White. Steelers zone up. As non-shooting Andy will give it a try. See him take too much air on his shots. As easy steal on a lefty lay-in by Chen, ambushing that advanced pass as the Steelers elect to call a timeout. 2 minutes into the second quarter. Not going how they wanted to open up Kaohsiung Music Center. We'll be back after this.
想要海报的跟 Morris 挥挥手。
好的，那现场朋友，接下来呢，我们会开始打电话来给抽选到要参加中场游戏的6位朋友，所以各位的手机先拿出来，你可能会接到陌生电话。要接到电话的话呢，就会邀请你等会第2节比赛结束之后，邀请来到我们的球场中间来参加中场游戏。所以现在小朋友可以将你的手机拿出来，准备接我们球团。
Last week in the East Asia Super League, the Hiroshima Dragonflies dropped their first game to Suwon KT Sonic Boom, while the Ryukyu Golden Kings remained perfect with a home win over the Busan KCC Aegis. So the B-League and KBL teams going 1-1 on the exchange. Bring that up to say that Sonic Boom victory and the Dragonflies loss means the Pilots are in sole possession of #1 in Group A. And even in just 2 games, plus 37 is even better than the 3-0 Golden Kings plus 15. The Pilots have another East Asia Super League game coming up. Somehow ending up with on the back line for Liu Taoyuan, but a turnover as Julian Boyd misses the layup and makes it on the second effort. Missed shot, but 1 more rebound. Some say it's worth it. Taking the open 3 after the dribble move. Liu Taoyuan shows sign to find the mark. He's not attempted a shot yet on the season. Missing on the steal, now switched on to Julian Boyd. The double comes as the Pilots swing it around. Still have mismatches in places. Boyd on the catch and shoot off to the right. Jackie crashing the board. A 23-point lead as an interesting entry pass from Guan Dayo to Amdi. We count that as an assist in any case. The Oi team tasked with running this second unit to Jordy, and he's fouled. Jackie with the rotation. Patient play by Li Weiting to attract the shot blocker. Substitutions for both teams. Chimanga now 4 for 5 from the line. He 0 for 3 from the field. Haven't seen a lot of the Steelers, but in just a couple of games, Brody Chimanga, the lowest field goal percentage amongst the imports on these 4 teams in Plus B. Pandayo left open in the mid-range. Now we'll dish it off and move to some space. Justin fresh in. Penetrating kick, no good. Boyd in the vicinity and will get it. And fouled by Price from behind. Import bigs for the Steelers, and they still could have grabbed the rebound. Going Boyd at the line. Twice, former Dreamer. And out of bounds on the pass. In 4 games this season, Boyd very strong, 21 points, 9.5 rebounds per game. Brown is in as the Pilots trying to run some zone breaker. Brown from the wing, got it. Fresh into the ball game and immediately putting up some points as now the Pilots more than double the Steelers score. The away team. Over the head pass, didn't get to his target. But going the other way, Nayo put his eyes on target. Errant pass, turnover each way. Man on the floor for the Steelers is Kaohsiung, an undrafted free agent out of one technical university. And a splash from the outside by the new player. Welcome to the Plus League. More zone defense. Kaohsiung and Taoyuan at the top. With some space there. Chen goes to the reverse. Nice feed by Julian Boyd there. Open for 3 and it just grazes the rim. Felix put out a video with Taoyuan wearing the microphone in practice. See Justin giving the rookie an open look. Justin will lay it in. Good goal play and Linton fresh in. Delivering the goods and another timeout with 6:27 left in the first half. Pilots absolutely blowing out the home Steelers. Let's listen in. Perhaps for the rest of the game, we need to be looking out for Chen Pauian to make his impact in a comparison with Justin, 18 points per game, but Justin also dishing up 3.6 assists per game, while Chen, a small sample, has proven to be a very lethal shooter from three-point range, 8 for 18 or 44%. And a cool feature, on the P.LEAGUE website is the spider graphic, the spider web graphic. Already with a 58 piece by the pilots. 9 players are on the board, including all 3 imports scoring in double digits. Briscoe back in the game, guarded by Travion Graham. Chen on the down screen, he swishes the 3. Also told it goes by Phil. I don't think they call him that in camp on the Steelers side. Jefferson dribbling around, jump pass just in, open for the shot, and cash from the corner. Now the Pilots have 4 games in an 8-day stretch. Conclude with a home back-to-back over the weekend, which I believe is actually 3 and 4 days. Burke going at the referee more so than going at his opponent on the whistle. Will be Steelers basketball. Just taking off for Lianting. Briscoe trying to go at Lington again. Ball screen and switch as Alec Brown, his favorite turnaround, just off. Pilots have been so good shooting the basketball. Haven't even seen that many in and outs. Not a turnover you want while down big. Li Weiting and Liu Yanting, 2 of Coach Cho's favorite players off the bench, average nearly the same 15.8 minutes per game. Ethan back in as we'll see if the Pilots can stick with their starting 5 for the rest of the first half. Download to Brown, couple dribbles. And up to Justin, he's got a little bit of space. Nice defense by the Steelers. Chimango with the block and down court. Kevin with the left-handed layup. Good offense from defense. Finally, a little bit of energy in the building for the home team. Brown down low to Lington, and somehow the ball pops in. Foul, although 2 Pilots bigs trying to ask for a travel. Okay, so this game is picked up quite a bit. There you see the Steelers' defensive rotations have been in a lot of trouble. You see maybe a hand went on the rim, and that's why it was shaking. And Chen is heating up. Oh, the team leading 10 points. As Alec Brown goes to the dribble, and I don't see him finger roll a lot. Shows off the skills for that one. reversal and count it. Nope, miss, excuse me. See it good from back here. No, I want to see that again. By the referee signals right there as Chen went right at Isaiah Briscoe. One of the longest tenured pilots as Chen went way deep. Now on the rebound, it looks like. Wang Kaiyu crashed from the corner. Brody spin with counter, finding some space down low. Could not quite make the reverse. That was a good move, even up against a double team. There will be changes as Jackie comes in, running the point for Ethan. Julian Boyd along with Linton at the big position. Justin hesitating and missing as Julian Boyd with an acrobatic putback attempt. He's found and all smiles around. I might say it every broadcast because of how incredible is Julian Boyd on his medical records. 4 serious knee injuries that he had surgically repaired. Not very good from the free throw line in this game. It is a concert venue, so the sidelines as a ball player out on the floor is asymmetrical. The Boyd's left is where the audience is seated. And the seating section in the corners of this venue obviously tapered off. Sometimes you're looking up at wall, sometimes you're looking up at audience. Double drag screen for Briscoe, and he's got the switch. And they just go to Chen posting up on Jackie, poking it away, and the Pilots defense can reset. Isaiah from way downtown and rebound to the Steelers. Manga, nice footwork, but blowing the layup. Davian Graham started the break as the Steelers do get back. Oh, and Tasman guarding Justin, the pull-up 3, yes. Olivia from center as Justin now with 10 points. Briscoe hanging in the air and missing as good effort, but still out of bounds for Chen Fan. Trying to save that ball going out of bounds. The Steelers in this second quarter (6 for 14) shooting the basketball and 5 turnovers. Getting the line for 2 free throw attempts is Travion 2 feet in the painted area and another dropped-in runner by number 24. That is a 70 on the scoreboard for the Pilots, nearing the league halftime record. The Steelers doubled up as Chen freed up. And team rebounding by the Pilots. They want to keep pushing that number up. Justin pulling up from deep. I think he was thinking of a 3 for 2 there. How about Ling Zhen from the right corner? Foul in transition. The Pilots did have 1 to take. They are just 2 away from the league record half score set by the Braves. They got 52 seconds to do so. The way the game is going, the Steelers really ought to be making as many subs as they can just to try to have their guys play with as much defensive intensity as they can. Not a good screening action as Manga for Briscoe. Hesitation and then a pull-up. Wow! Isaiah Briscoe in contention for one of the smoothest handles. Julian Boyd somehow finds some space. This is cutting it back from Ling Zhen, flipping it back. Fancy passing by those 2 bigs. Justin wide open, will hold. Now launching the 3 himself, splash! And the plus league half score record of 73 points. Now in the books as a whistle on the last second possession. I think they're going to call a foul, but go to the monitor to double check. While they're watching the replay, I want to see the Pilots rotate the ball around. So 42 was the foul call, and I believe there was still time on the clock. So my guess is there will be free throws with some time put back on the clock. It will be Isaiah Briscoe with a couple of attempts from the line. Well, if you're a Pilots fan, the positive is you have a 1.2 to even add to this total. Isaiah 10 points, but as mentioned before, only 1 for 5 from the charity stripe tonight. Does have 6 assists. Kind of earlier saying how he's the only Steeler that really creates for the team. First 2 games of the year, 21 free throw attempts, which is the same as the entire Steeler squad without him. Also has 23 assists to the team's 11, which is perhaps even more impressive. Daniels jumps the pass, and that will be the first half in the books, 73-40. Very lopsided home opener for the Steelers, but not in the way they like. We're at halftime, and we'll bring you the halftime analysis after this.
游戏的部分了，那我们请我们的6位球迷朋友呢，选到中场，这6位球迷朋友可以到场中间这里来了，谢谢。那请帮我们工作人员呢，帮我们拿2颗球。好，我们今天这个中场游戏呢比较特别，我们将呢这6位球迷朋友会与6位警察同仁一同来进行我们的中场游戏，然后请我们的 6位警察同仁呢，以及我们6位球迷朋友可以到场中间了，谢谢。来，我们的团长 Morris。
来了，
拿一人拿一颗，
时候到了。
来，可以进来了，可以进来了，可以进来了。来，谢谢。
来，刚好接到诈骗电话的朋友，不是有接到电话通知的朋友们，请集合。
哎，我们今天现场的这音乐这么热情，我们球迷朋友可以听到电话，想必呢他们也很想要进行游戏。好，谢谢你们。来，所以来怎么分组的？你们这2位对不对？你们这2位好，我们请站左右边。好，我们游戏规讲一下，我们总共有12位，就是6位球迷加6位同仁，他们总共会分为6组，2-2一组来进行我们的罚球比赛。那在1分钟之内呢，你只要投进3颗，一人轮流投，你进了或你不进，你投完就换他投，听懂我意思吗？1人1颗轮流投 ，OK， 好，自己捡完球，赶快回到罚球线再投。 这样 OK 吗？听得懂哦。好，1分钟之内你要完成3颗，你只要完成3颗，赶快回到中场这边来，我们会有我们的问题，你只要答对，你就可以获得我们宇宙人的签名球衣1件。那答错输的也没有关系哦，会有得到我们的参加奖 ，OK 吗？好，这样子，来，莫里斯，你都站在我们这位美女警官旁边，来先借过我一下。 来，你跟他做个示范可以吗？
真的没那么简单哦，必须得。
对，没有讲，我们请莫莉做个示范。等会可以跟我们的帅哥，你有点害羞哦。在我还没走过去之前你就很害羞，现在讲你跟他。好，等会呢，我们会站在罚球线，老师会帮我们下1分钟的音乐 ，Ready Go 的时候，一个投一个捡 ，OK， 进3颗就回到中间这边来。我们试一次好不好？ 哇，我们 Morris 好有风度哦！好，来 Morris 来，我们请到罚球线做准备。先看他们做示范哦，就知道游戏怎么玩了哦。好，听到老师的音乐才开始哦。好，老师音乐请下。
1, 2, ready, go！
Go， 可以开始投了。
1分钟吗？
对，1分钟。好，换 Morris 投，2个要轮流交换。对，1人投1球，轮流交换。好 ，Morris 平常有打篮球，这个有点再加油一点哦，好不好？ 警察同仁，那位警官，如果 Morris 表现不好，等一下直接把他抓走。对，所以 Morris 表现不好，手扣拿出来，今晚就扣了。
Welcome back to the broadcast. Zhang Longshen and Cai Jingjing providing commentary for the Mandarin soundtrack. I'm Ryan Chen. Glad to be here at the Kaohsiung Music Center for a very special occasion. Maybe not unexpected, but certainly a very dramatic spread in the game results after the first half. Pilots the 73-40 lead. We have points, field goal shooting, three-point shooting, rebounds, assists, and turnovers from top to bottom. The Steelers only causing the Pilots 2 turnovers. I believe both of those were dead ball as well. Meanwhile, the Pilots out-rebounding the Steelers. And there were a few occasions, even with 2 import bigs for the Steelers, and they still were out-hustled to the glass. Now you'll be getting these highlights. One thing that I've noticed throughout the early parts of the game is the Pilots seem to be on a power play almost the entire first half, where they have numbers in half-court offense. I'm not even talking about the offense in the fast break, which you know that the Pilots can be very clinical when they get out on the run. But by power play, we could talk about 4-on-3s, maybe after a pick and roll, or you have a 3-on-2, and any occasion where they're more offensive players than defensive players. And the reason is the Steelers have to commit so much defensive attention to the initial ball handler, whether it's one of the pilot scores or a pick and roll action. And on their part, the Steelers have had quite a few close misses, a lot of shots that would go in and out, but that doesn't explain how they would also allow 73 points for their part. The biggest thing is they're not protecting the paint. A lot of the times off of these rebounds or off these inside feeds, the Pilots are able to get easy lifts. 36-12 is the margin for the 2 teams scoring in the paint. Second chance points. A similar picture, 13-2. For the Steelers, they've rotated quite a few guys, but can't find your offensive rhythm, putting your foot down on the defensive side and getting some stops have to be the #1 thing. We'll go to break and more analysis after this.
来，那个，我们先等一下，我们给他们2位呢，一人各4投1颗，好不好？
好，我们先
一人4投1颗，
先试玩一次。
好，等下再大力一点，来换我们的警察，来换你4投1颗，
已经进了，
人家这边进了怎么办？
没有，我们说先4投，先4投嘛。OK 啊，我们这完成了。好 ，OK， 那我们音乐准备了。
好，那我们要开始
进了，是不是？
对，我们刚刚这边有一个拔得先投，这个头筹啊。
那我觉得 OK。
好 ，OK，
来，音乐请下。
1, 2, ready go！
加油，加油，加油！
好，赶快，快！
交换。
然后手再推高一点，眼睛看篮筐的后缘，眼睛看篮筐后缘，手推直，推直多一点。
加油，加油，加油！1颗就好了，1颗我们就赢了。
又这么1颗了，我们这已经先进1颗。加油，加油！
30秒，
时间快到了，
醉啦，第2颗了，
完了，要变僵尸了，
对，时间停了，我们这边结束了。OK， 来，请到中间，没关系，他只要答错你就有机会了，好不好？好，来，请问，来我们的题目第2题，请问随便把金融账户借给其他人使用，不会违法，对还是错？ 错，他说错啊，你说对。
对啦。
好，来，请你帮我回答正确答案是对还是错？错。恭喜我们这位朋友获得我们的宇宙人球衣。来，我们请到那边，谢谢你，谢谢。来，球，算一颗球给我。
我发现不要跟我这一队，比较容易面包。
来，第三组，来第3组，我们请到这边准备。哎呦。 我们刚刚是穿制服的，现在是 CID 哦。
我有点紧张了，
这刑级的紧张。对。来，你要这里是不是？确定？刚刚那边连输2次了呢。
好，
来，我们就这边了。我对你们有信心。
我们要反。
好，一样，先让你们4投1颗，4投1颗哦。哎，可以。刘老师，我们这颗可以算他有进。好，来，我们请准备了。 4投完了吗？
还没，最后一颗。
好，我们等他一下，
投一下。
莫里斯这一边看起来又是险象环生。
好，可以，我们这一次一定会。
那就加油了，好不好？好，来，老师音乐请下。
1, 2, ready go！
Go， 开始。好，哎，有点紧张了，一开始有点紧张了。来，脚蹲，手推直。哦，有第1颗了。我们这边1颗了。
我们还没有。
2颗了，
不可能吧？
就说选这边吧。
哇塞
+League now has an English Instagram account at P.LEAGUE_EN. You can get more +League content.
3连败。
Time for leading scores of the game. Pauian Graham 15, Justin 13, Alec Brown 12, Julian Boyd 11, and Jackie Lee Jiangkang coming off the bench with 5 points. And everybody who's been on the floor for the pilots are at least in plus double digits in the plus-minus column, with the lowest number of minutes played being Guandayo 631. He has yet to score, but everybody else, we have a lot of 4s and 5s on those into this. Pilots offense really getting whatever they want. With Pauian Graham and Justin able to penetrate at will, offense sure is a lot easier. Over on the Steelers side, Isaiah Briscoe's 11 points is followed by Senfan Boyan's 10. Then down to Jordy Chimanga, 7 points, mostly earning them from the free throw line. Offensive lead for the Steelers. Besides a few backdoors, which are far and far few between, mostly relying on a pick and roll, which has been easy for the Pilots to cover. We're about 4 minutes away from the start of the second half. We'll join you then.
诈骗的宣导，利用中场游戏，也希望各位呢要随时守护着前场，好不好？好，再次掌声送给所有获奖的朋友，以及所有参与的朋友，谢谢。 好，各位现场朋友，距离我们第3节比赛开始呢还有2分半，这边呢大家可以稍作休息一下，也可以到我们商品部呢来购选你喜欢的商品。那这边呢再次提醒各位，我们高雄流行音乐中心海音馆，我们的周遭以及场内是禁止吸烟的，所以请如果有吸烟需求的朋友呢，麻烦请到场外远一点地方。感谢各位的配合，谢谢。那也再次感谢呢我们高雄流行中心以及文化局还有运动发展局呢。 让我们文化以及运动做个结合，第1次在海音馆办篮球赛，这是创了先举。我们也希望呢，接下来有更多不一样的活动呢，也可以在我们海音馆这边做举办。非常感谢我们文化局以及运动发展局。
This week is the East Asia Super League Macau Classic at Studio City. The Taoyuan Pauian Pilots face the Sonic Boom, while the New Taipei Kings will play the home Macau Black Bears. The Kings have only played 1 game in the East Asia Super League, a loss to the Black Bears at home. As we've become accustomed to, the Steelers using every second of their breaks and timeouts, even a little bit more if he can. Coach Cho led the squad last year.
不管最后的结果如何，我们都能够让所有进场看球的球迷朋友
a 9-win, 31-loss season.
为高雄钢铁人加油！
I'm going to say, for them, would be happy to face a team, not the Braves, having lost on that November 12th game in a heartbreaker. And 4 opening day losses in their team history have all been against the Braves on opening Sunday. A total net margin of -64 points. They don't play them until January 4th, but up against the league #1 team in the Pilots, don't go to Justin on the open alley-oop. Here they go again. Deep shot, and not with the bounce as Briscoe with the board will get up ahead. Starters for the Steelers, just like starters for the Pilots to start the second half. Justin runs into a wall, and a whistle does come, and they will count it. Pilots last year were the regular season #1 team at 26 wins and 14 losses. Talk about how dramatic a difference from a competitive standpoint as Justin rolls in the free throw. The Pilots clinched a playoff spot on April 30th, and that was still 2 weeks after the Steelers were eliminated from contention on April 14th of last year. Now their seed locks came later in the season as the Steelers bought the pick and pop as Alec Brown no good with his three. And what Linton is reaching for as jump pass down. Pauian with a quick throw up for a layup. Mongo with a nice assist. Whistle on the screening action. If you're just tuning in, the Pilots set a plus league record, scoring at 73 points in 1/2 of play, that being the first half. Justin stopping and hitting it off glass. As Pilots are trying to put this one away early. They have 5 games in a 10-day stretch starting tonight. Presumably they're going to head straight back home from here, or get as much rest as they can before their Wednesday game. Blocked by Alec Brown. Graham and Ethan play a little 2-man game, loading it up and overshooting the 3. Ricochet rebound, the 3 referees looking at each other. It's finally pointed out by somebody watching the broadcast. The biggest margin this season has been only 16 points as Travion hit on the shot attempt. All that happy about the foul he received. You can see why he got hit in the face at first. Chimanga has now have 4 personal fouls. And off to the left with his first attempt. No other player in the game has more than 2 fouls. Same page. Easy turnover. It looks like Briscoe wanted to set an inverted ball screen, but Quirk wanted to feed him a low post touch. 1-4 look from the Pilots as Justin fires away. He's short. But another chance. Briscoe just pulling up and knocking it down. The second 3 of the night. No Steeler has more than 1 make as Justin is stripped. Here come the Steelers the other way to defend. Off from the side. I think he had his head down the whole time. Might have had a pass if he looked. 2-5 Linton is called. Sideline out of bounds as Briscoe gets all the way to the hole. Good patient play, but the Steelers blow away early steal and layup opportunity. He pulls it out, trying to run some offense. Over to Travian, falling out of bounds, and the whistle does come. Taoyuan not complaining about the foul this time, but saying he missed the shot. Was it not an easy attempt for the two-man? Like we mentioned in last week's broadcast, the only weakness really for the Pilots is their free throw shooting. As a team at 65.9. In this game at 2 for 5. Make them 3 for 6 now. The Steelers are #1 in the league, mostly on Isaiah Briscoe's 17 for 21 coming into tonight, but that number is certainly going to move as he spins on Linton, clutching in the air and somehow finishing off the window. Thought he was hit on the play. But Linton turned around and he will fall out of bounds with the basketball. This time Briscoe more aggressively attacking the switch. An impressive make. Turnover there. Wang Kai-yu saw a little bit in college and certainly at the pro level, not very secure hands. From the left corner, that bounces off. Chance to run. One they're counting on here in the third. Need a little bit of a tangle up with the hands. Brown will head off for Julian Boyd. Pays off for the Steelers. Travian slicing through, clutching and missing. Another chance for the Steelers to run. Briscoe already beat Justin. And on the left side this time, he scores again. This, most importantly, comes off of a stop. Julian Boyd on the block, had it stripped away as Justin, opportune three-point attempt. Pilots have been rather cold this third quarter. Only a 2 for 8 as Isaiah Briscoe from the top. That's 12 points on the quarter. He has not missed yet. Probably going to get a flop warning after that Travian Graham attack. over and taking the pullback off the glass. This comeback brought to you by one man as Julian Boyd, he's stripped and out of bounds off of orange, they say. Our first stoppage of the second half. Has this been the #1 show? Isaiah Briscoe leading a 18-9 third quarter effort up till now.
模仿 Ken 的动作，跟着是我们的朝圣，来比个爱心，没错，就是这样子。对，谢谢。来，下一位朋友，哎呦，这是我们的女神的应援哦。好，谢谢你。好，那下一位，很好，非常的可爱。你挡住旁边的女生呢，她也想要比。哎呦，这个交杯手也有过来哦。好，非常感谢呢，这一家人呢，妈妈的小孩。还是姐姐带的小孩，好，非常可爱，谢谢你们来到现场，帮钢铁人加油！来哪里？哎呦，这个爱心非常的特别，好，我们星星燎原呢就要靠你们来帮忙了，好不好？好，来各位美女，非常的漂亮，这个动作也非常的可爱，感谢你
对着朝圣比出爱心。
好，如果希望让我们导播可以到的话，动作要做大一点，导播就 take 到你了，好不好？你们三个可以组合。
王朝胜 on the heart camera, the love camera. Also goes by the nickname Toby in the Steelers camp.
不要滑手机喽！
Through about 7.5 minutes here in the third quarter, Isaiah Briscoe 14 points on 6 of 6 shooting. Get into the basket. And this is 1 assist on the quarter. Doing incredible body control and touch around the rim. And when things are going good, throwing a couple of three-pointers. Steelers still down big. On the Pilot side, 0 for 6 from three-point land and 4 turnovers as a squad. Not run a lot of offense as they shorten things to a 6-person rotation. So now Andy and Chen into the game as they try to reverse it. Tough take as this is his first miss. Chimaga stopped. Down low, verticality by the Pilots. He, I don't know if he got anything on that jumper. And Boyd on a two-man game as Weston's got it. Strip from the side, and that is his first turnover. His fourth, he's fouled. Well, it's not uncharacteristic of the Pilots to have a very down quarter. Right now, the #1 culprit is their #1 guy, Justin. Has 5 points on the quarter as you see the swipe. Burke listed at 6'6". So far, 100% starter attendance for the Steelers in his young pro career. Now 10 points on his evening. Justin faking baseline, now looking for Boyd on the block. Easily getting by him as Chimongo with an impressive block. The basket. And loose hands Chen is now called for the foul to get in front of Phil. I don't know if I've ever seen a elbow to the face like that. Chen on the curl, on the outside, knocks it down. And the Pilots elect to call timeout with a 22-9 quarter ongoing as Chen needs 40 in for Team White.
好，这边呢，我们有参加主场预测有被抽到的朋友呢，请记得要时间到服务处来领取我们的球衣哦。有抽到我们预测抽奖的朋友呢，请到我们服务处来领取球衣，谢谢。
借进来，这样了解吧。OK， all right, let's go, let's go, go.
Pauian's first made 3 of the game. The Steelers down by 20, but right out of the timeout. Pilots get an open look. Just get an easy goal by a boy, but maybe a block from behind, and it will stay with the Steelers. Closest the Steelers have come to an opening day victory was their very first time playing at home in the regular season, that is. Jackie on the help as the Steelers rotated around. Brody on the block, good footwork and a left-handed lay-in. Certainly has a much better energy than the first 2 games of the season. Back then, it was the Dreamers who opened things up here, 106-104. The Brandon Gilbeck putback won them the game, and plus a Kenny Chen strip of Anthony Tucker, former teammates. Halfway down but out. The kind of third quarter it's been for the Pilots. Briscoe getting the switch. Julian Boyd on him. Starting then popping for the shot. No good. Just wayward from the release. Over the top pass to Andy. Nice feed for Trugan. His 3 good. Bingo from the outside, and Coach Cho wants to stop this Pilots run. That's Travion, a 22-piece for him. Heading back to the Pilots bench. Adrian Graham is one of those curious cases. A decent to good 3-point shooter, while being below average at the free throw line, coming into tonight 9 for 21, about 43% 3-point range, while only 14 for 22 from the free throw line. Not that big of a dramatic difference last season, but similar.
Water 1， 记住吧 ，Water 2，Water 3是手递手 ，OK， 还有一个 W，Right，Let's go，Let's go， 8底线球。What？ Yeah，一线肉，8底线球，快一点。Everybody running, take out the ball, transition.
With only a couple minutes left here in the third, finally getting a little bit more substitution going for the Steelers. Daniel in as one of the bigs, and Li Wei-Tin now joining him. Liu Taoyuan. Easy lane for him. But on the other side, Chen got a good look up close. Side to side as a clink from Liu Taoyuan from outside. Opportunistic steal as the Steelers are taking their time. It's a wedgie almost. Watch out for the two international students. Boyd can't beat the contact. Now up close, in some trouble. Outlet pass as Chen resets. And too handsy on the closeout. Bonus free throws for the Pilots. In the season, Chen or Anderson only averaging about 12-13 minutes. He is a rookie after all. One of the league leaders in assisted turnover, 12-0, or excuse me, 12-1. And the total is exactly 12-1. About 16 more inches with the arm to get that deflection. Now 4 personal. Wei-Tin sinks his first free throw. 7 points, 1.5 assists per game. Let's go return with Joshua Price. And somehow another backcourt turnover, and now foul will be called. I think that'll spoil Finley Sun's assist to turnover ratio. That's a rookie to sophomore mistake. Take a couple free throws as on the Pilot sideline. He's trying to balance discipline with also some encouragement for Lisa. In his debut last week, This time it's the Pilots with a front court steal and score. Playing for Mapu. More sloppiness before they even bring it over the timeline. Briscoe, now the benefactor, ran into his own man, it looked like. Kind of a circus out there. Very poor guard play, considering it's supposed to be a guard-heavy geography. They're sure not showing it. So Isaiah continued to add to his point total. 25 on the game. The record this season, Justin quick-fire triple is going to get bounced out. Look out, Boyd. Like took a hand to the face. I'm going to say the season record is Frazier. You see Daniel's hand go around the ball and into Boyd's face. He scored 37 last week against the Braves, beating Isaiah Briscoe's 31. Trying to manage the situation right now. Basket, Jackie with left-handed lay. Possession as in the corner, Briscoe, body by his time, gets the screen. With the price getting the catch and shoot, doesn't fall as Justin will hang on to the basketball. So a great quarter by the Steelers, showing some life after what was a pretty disheartening first half. Still down big against the Pilots, trying to make it 2 wins in a row here in the Plus League.
再次掌声送给我们钢铁女神雅典娜！等一下最后一节赛事，希望各位兄弟继续拿出热血及呐喊声来为钢铁人加油
！Let's go Steelers！
Mostly 球迷 Oh My Basketball 是我本人在 Ivy Bar 学英文吧，教你篮球的英文术语，欢迎大家点资讯栏连接一起学习。Now the Steelers have another game tomorrow against their Southern brethren or competition, the Ghost Hawks. Attacking on the catch and now tied up. Briscoe behind the back crossover and popping the shot. Putting the moves on the Jiankang. Ball bouncing back and Justin will call for a high screen. Dribble alive against Daniel. Stirring up a prayer. Alec Brown thought he was hit from behind as Jackie called for the unsportsmanlike in the open court. Finally, a defensive possession the Steelers can be proud of. That looked a lot closer to a possible steal attempt than we've seen in the past. Referees will go to the monitor. Will confirm it to be an unsportsmanlike foul. I can understand the call as it does meet the criteria. I think the Pilots do have a strong argument to say that Jackie's reach would have had a good chance of actually stripping him of the basketball, popping it, going the other way. Two free throws and possession for the Steelers. The only thing that really goes against Briscoe's night, 4 for 9 at the line. So possession, we'll see if the Steelers continue to chip away at this Pilots lead. Have to look at the biggest turnaround in league history. It involved the Pilots. I think on the losing end. Boyd got by one, back out to Jackie. Beat set, but no good as effort causes a poke away. Waiting all the way down court, he lays it in. It's a 80-foot touchdown by Isaiah Briscoe. He's got 9 assists, got a tip as Pilots hang on to it. Mackin needed to play some dodgeball there instead of try to throw it off to his teammate. Out to the corner on an extra dribble. The three on the way and butter. Taoyuan won one of his better games in a while. head, and extra play by Price earns him a unsportsmanlike foul. That one a little bit more clear cut. Initial foul and then the secondary foul. Re-engage that left arm. Adjustments all right. Smart kids, you put your time in the weight room. If we go by more a baseball-minded way of looking at statistics, Justin coming into tonight, 91 total points is way higher, nearly in the degree of doubling second place Zhou Guiyu. With the Pilots playing 5 games and the Braves only, and even more with 7 games in early going. Early dish to Price, easy two-hand block by Brown. As a play is called just out of bounds, as much contact as there was. Say it'll stay with the Steelers as our cameraman avoids a collision. Pauian hitting the side of the backboard. Briscoe, another second opportunity for his team. There, Josh screen by Briscoe bricks it, and another ball on the deck. See if the Pilots can get in a little better rhythm. Within attacking. Could have had an open layup, but dishing it out. Justin, nothing but net. As well as the first half went, the Pilots now reaching the century mark. 9 minutes to go in the game. Stepping into the three, got a little too much on it as Daniel with a long rebound. The combined shooting as looks like Pauian's time is just about to be over. They made one. Justin, how about from the other side? Overshoots it. Another run-out opportunity as the Pilots take a spill on the floor. Spin move and forced to a miss. Yankee fouled as he was going to dish off that pass. Pauian's going to ask about that. What he thought was a foul on the other side, but shooting doesn't really convince me. Timeout on the floor. The two squads to get a breather before we continue with the ball game. 8:27 left on the clock here in the fourth quarter.
기필코 목소리생 때려친다.
第四节上手8分27秒，我们各位雄起，那我们继续打。 不错哦。
Scoring in the paint, a little bit closer now, 48 to 30, still advantage for the Pilots. As in the pregame preparations, saw that the Steelers are in last place, only 32 points per game, about 33% of their points have been scored in the paint. That's after last year being last, 36.2 points or 39%. Been running for a while as the ground is stopped. Good disciplined defense by Taoyuan as Travion Graham left open. He gets himself a bucket from the corner. It's interesting because previously the Steelers, even in season 2, was about league average at 42.1 points. Great shot by the Steelers. Back. Being done high-low to Brown, held on to one-handed finish and count it. Impressive horse trick if play defense in horse. The Steelers in when they were at their best, when it came to scoring in the paint, was in season 3, 42.1 points in the paint, second in the league at about 45%. But don't forget, that was the Jeremy and Wendell Lewis only partway into the season, really making that work. That is good. The other way, Alec Brown inside out and swirling in another triple, putting it from the left wing. Now defensively, of course, the Steelers never been the biggest squad with big, tall centers. And hanging in there and offering up a miss as takes him unsportsmanlike. Happy with the no call he didn't receive going the other way. It's not the foul we need to be looking at. It was pretty clear that Travion wanted to leave the game or stop the play. But he'll stay in. A break as it looks like the Steelers have called their last full timeout of the game. They do have their 30-second timeout, under 2 minutes, a player called timeout. So here's the 4 games in 9 days. I miscalculated, it's 5 games in 11 days. Tonight is, of course, against the Steelers. Wednesday they head to Tuesday they head to Macau and they play a game on Wednesday night. And then they have a homestand coming up next weekend. They will play all of their opponents in the Plus League, Braves, Steelers, and Ghost Hawks in that order.
The coach just tell us like to take it game by game, and today will be like the first game of many, so we have to take this one really serious to get on the rhythm, you know, and like going 100% today, like tomorrow rest, and like do that like every time we have games. So I think that wouldn't be like really difficult for us because like we practice almost every day in the week. So and like when we practice, we go like really hard. So playing games like in like, for example, 1 week, three games or 4 games, it doesn't matter to us. I think like the team is ready.
Famously, the Pilots were the first team in the Plus League to have a 3-game and 4-day stretch back in season 2 when there were some rescheduled games due to COVID. This year, actually that distinction belongs to the Braves. Back in week 3, Powell's first defeat of the season, 117-114. tough take and a long rebound for the Steelers. With the runner, floating it in over Alec Brown's outstretched arms. Early hold foul. That is his 5th personal. Remember, we played till 6, as it looks like Cody's got a good argument. I like Brown initiating a lot of that contact. Wayne or Lindsay will enter the ball game. A spinner to Ethan. Goes to the dribble pull up too strong as Andy is the closest one to rebound it. He hits it out of bounds. And they change the call. One of the notes we took away from the last Sunday victory for the Pilots is Alec Brown somehow left wide open in the corner. After the Ghost Hawks went up big in the first half, or relatively big, missing the layup attempt was Toby there. Inside, and an illegal screen is called. Previously, the Pilots got a delay of game warning, and so Brown bringing the basketball over to the wrong referee. He's going to get himself teed up. Take the free throw and getting it to fall 15 feet. Big note, as I continue my point, was that in the 4th quarter, tough take and a skied up rebound for Boyd. Pilots won the 4th quarter 34-23, led by Justice 12 points in the frame and Jared Jones in his return 11 points. Big 3, short with it as Boyd is hit from Chimaga and hit hard on the noggin, and be given time to take some inventory. Chimaga is fouled out of the game with 6 personal, but could be assessed an unsportsmanlike. I think he was trying to play it smart by swiping and surprising Boyd. There is contact with the basketball, but if your actions are deemed too violent on the basketball court, you can still get an upgraded call. That's what the referees were going to look at. Put on a coach's hat, just looking at the action here in the 4th quarter, where it is 16-16. Pilots have committed 4 turnovers while shooting 5 for 13 from the field. They have upgraded it to an unsportsmanlike. Meanwhile, the Steelers 6 for 18 from the floor, while committing no turnovers. throws and the basketball for the Pilots. They're trying to close out this game. They're not putting anybody on the injury report, as Chen said. Back for some more action. Only one turnover to his name tonight, but it was a bad one in the front court. I should say in the back court. Steelers front court. Zouwei shot it at the rim. Made it easy on the defense as Julian Boyd, a tough two from inside. He's got 17 points. All but one Steeler has been on the floor as a whistle. That is Taoyuan. I believe he's already got 3 minutes played. I don't think he's touched the basketball yet. Zouwei crossed up there. Meanwhile, the Pilots only have one man who they've not brought in on their active roster. Number 7, Kaohsiung. And there's Ling Xingxiang. Now for Taoyuan, drafted in the 5th round, 1st overall. The Plus League draft, as is the Chinese Professional Baseball League here in Taiwan's draft. Teams pick until all the teams declare that they are done drafting. There is no minimum number of players to be drafted. In a closed system, think of National Football League, or more apt comparison, the NBA, where a number of players have to be drafted as set by the league rules in accordance with the Players Association. Driving kick offense for the Pilots as he gets spaced out. Boyd down low, going right at Daniel, and putting through a fadeaway shot in the left corner, pushing the Pilots up to 117 on the night. The league record is 132, set, funny enough, against the Season 1 Pilots. Missing a would-be open jumper as Daniel, tough take there. Boyd beating one man and fouled on the layup attempt. Ling Xingxiang is second stat in the Plus League after having 1 assist in previous action, as Travian will head to the bench. Sound effects really prominent with the loudspeakers in the venue. Kaohsiung for the Pilots makes it a full attendance for the squad. All 12 players on the active roster are in. Nice dribble fake, but blowing the layup was Taoyuan. Side-to-side passing as Pilots now with a 5-out formation. Nice feed, but not a connection between Chen and Ambi as one of the easiest layups in the game. The Korean team goes all the way. The Pilots continue their domination of this basketball season as loose ball to Ambi. Boyd from 16 feet, good. Pilots on the season in their victories lead the game at 28 minutes and 18 seconds. With the only outlier being their loss against the Braves. Making 151 on the clock with the lead. But that was after being down for 45 minutes by the biggest margin of 22 points in the game. Don't have the East Asia Super League time of lead stats. Steelers reserve a fair share of open shots, but maybe they'll be better acclimated for their future action. They're playing tomorrow against the Tainan TSG Ghost Hawks. The first time those two teams will be meeting. Chen doesn't look at the basketball over his head and out of bounds. Meanwhile, the Pilots coming up have the Macau Studio City Classic versus Suwon KT Sun. As Lee is Lin Xingxiang, his first score in the Plus League. Not posing a threat to score, rotates it around. Chen Li hits it. It's 123 on the scoreboard for the Pilots. We see a 14 for 33 shooting three ball. Above their average. Price, no good. Open man somewhere as Louis Boyd's got it. Not showing a lot of confidence in his three-point shot. He needs to prove he can shoot the three before he can open up more driving lanes, which would have been more his game. Short, and he foul on the rebound. Daniel will go to the line. 1 for 2 coming into tonight. From the field. 3 rebounds. 2 steals, incredibly no block shots. After being one of the more prolific shot blockers in a efficiency standpoint last season, this rookie year. Boyd spins around, tough take, spoiled by some good hands. To see now how Pauian has played well, but not gotten as many minutes early going to this game. Somebody's missed the assignment as Chen Li bad miss. The away swallowed up as Xiaotu now stays in bounds, or reestablishes himself, I should say. Driving kick game as Daniel almost out himself a 3rd steal tonight. 3 seconds left. Boyd has that one go out of bounds. Well, the Pilots did break one record, their previous scoring high of 119 points in one game of action. That was against the Steelers in overtime. Call off that shot. Good make by Ziwei. Turn to the corner on the strong side. Well, the Steelers still searching for their first victory of the year. They'll be falling to 0 wins and 3 losses. Pass to Daniel, putting on the deck as time will expire. Pretty move. nothing will come about. This one is in the books, 123-94 for the Pilots. That'll move them to 5 wins and 1 loss. And knew that they would be the #1 team in the Plus League after this week. They've now also put themselves 1 game ahead of the Braves in the win column. Meanwhile, the Steelers have to put this one behind them after giving up 73 points in the first half of action. Put up a much better fight in the second half, but after it was all too late. Leading scorer for the Pilots was Travion Graham, 25 points on super efficient 9 for 11 shooting, including 4 made threes. He's joined by 3 other Pilots scoring in the 20s, Justin, Julian Boyd, and Alec Brown, 23, 22, and 20 points respectively. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, Isaiah Briscoe shined, especially in the third quarter with 16 points. He's joined by Jordy Chimanga's 14 and Tenfan Pauian's 12. But the defensive effort still a problem, as Chen is hooked up with the microphone.
有听到。
Talking to our colleagues on the Mandarin broadcast, Zhang Longxuan and Cai Qingjing. 9 points.
就是在教练让我上场的时候，然后尽可能去做到教练希望我做的事情，然后要求我帮助球队可以在，因为当然他在那个时候换我上场，可能就是因为节奏啊，或是一些出了一些状况，他需要换我上去。那当然就是希望自己可以做到教练的要求这样。
Lee Sun saying he's out there to do what his coaches instructed him to do. There were some fluxes and flows during the game, so playing a little bit more than out of rotation, but still trying to contribute to the team. Now asked about
当
his
然就是希望
goals.
可以做好我就是轮替上去的一个角色，然后跟学长们就是多学习，因为毕竟我也第1年加入，那他们都已经合作可能2、3年以上了，然后就是尽可能让自己能够尽快的适应他们的球风这样子。
And saying he wants to play his role, learn from the veterans ahead of him, and get used to the pace and the flow of the pro game. Now asked about the upcoming stretch the Pilots have.
就是透过重训啊，然后可能还有一些饮食的控管，然后就是多睡觉吧。对，就是因为就是可能还要坐飞机啊，然后要搭巴士啊，就是这样交通就是来来回回的这样子，所以就是我觉得睡眠蛮重要的。对，好，谢谢。
And Lee Sun last sharing that the weight room work and the diet and a lot of sleep will be important for himself and his teammates, with a lot of travel, a lot of plane flights and bus rides to get through this next stretch. Thanks for Chen Lee-sun joining our post-game coverage. We'll go to break before wrapping things up from the Kaohsiung Music Center here on the harbor front.
那个队长的粉丝们能不能让我们的队长归队一下啊？
Get a nigga touch, I had to kill such and such. No, if you dumb bitch, Glizzy got a whole dick. If a nigga move wrong, he gon' get his ass hit. Push it way back like a nigga receiver. Shoot him in the stomach, them bullets he eat. Pop him in his top, then his brain start leaving.
有没有人可以护驾我们队长到球场旁边呢？感谢我们队长小薇薇啊！小薇薇啊，你的朋友们在找你啊，小薇薇。小薇，你合照到，大家在等你呢。 Captain, we are waiting for you. Got a whole lot of bread, I ain't talking about cool. Got a whole lot of shots.
Watch come get you some. If a nigga that dumb, I'ma blow like a bomb. If you bump up, Glizzy got some big nuts. I'ma get a nigga touch. I had to kill such and such. Look, if you dumb, bitch, Glizzy got a whole dick. If a nigga move wrong, he gon' get his ass hit.
来，那个雅典娜联访的部分，我们看一下中间的媒体。好，看下中间的媒体。前面的水平部分。
The more festivities around the stadium as the cheerleaders, the Kaohsiung Athena, lining up for a shoot with the fans and the media in attendance. There's the combined team statistics from this results of the basketball game between the Pilots and Steelers. We once again have points, field goal shooting, three-point shooting, rebounds, assists, and turnovers from top to bottom. Maybe one thing Yuri Caminos can still pick out from the game is the turnovers and the lack of flow they had in the third quarter, but otherwise the Pilots, after last week being cold in the first half, looked like caught a hot streak in the first half. 60% shooting from the floor in the first half. That came down to earth to being about 52% overall in the game. So is it the difference in defense? Well, we'll find out tomorrow as the Ghost Hawks are in town to experience Kaohsiung Haiyingguan. We'll be playing the Steelers, still trying to find their first victory at home and trying to shorten how much it takes to get their first victory at home, having lost the first three, then first six in their team history. Well, on behalf of Zhang Longxuan and Cai Qingjing, I've been Ryan Chen. And for our league partners, our league sponsors, the teams in the Plus League, and our league offices, we thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.